back on a bike. And I got a little topic to talk about because my insurance came up for renewal. Fuck me. I hate all insurance companies. I just fucking hate them. It's not insurance. They're gamblers. They are just gamblers, and we're the fucking ponies and three-legged donkeys they're betting on. Simple as that. It's like they've got this power over us. Like, I'm more scared of insurance companies than the law. It's ridiculous. And I don't know why. And they're so like, oh, it might invalidate your insurance. You know, stop making it so hard and expensive, and then people might actually insure their shit rather than just driving illegally. Not that I do, of course, but there are a lot of people out there who just can't be fucked. It's one of those cases, it's one of those things that's harder to do the right thing with. It's harder to do the right thing than just be in the grey area of the wrong. And it shouldn't be that way. It should be easy to do the right thing and hard to do the wrong thing. But too many things are like that these days. Like software licenses are exactly the same. You know, we spend thousands and thousands and thousands of pounds a year on software licenses, and they come up with such complicated licensing keys and systems that it's just easier to get the free one from somewhere. You know, we've paid for it, so don't investigate me. But no, we've paid for it. It's just that it's too hard to do it right, so you end up having to do it wrong, and that's not right. It's wrong. It's a lesson on right and wrong. But insurance, it's just, I guarantee you, if people didn't have to have insurance, they wouldn't. On a car or a bike that's worth like $2,000, $3,000, and you're a 20-year-old guy, it's just not worth paying for it, because it's more than the bloody bike's worth. You know, I think we need to do something in this country. Where's this guy going? He looks a bit dodgy. He's still indicating left. There we go. No limits though. Track day. I'll let him off. Yeah, in this country, basically, there is no kind of default low-end insurance. There's no. You have to buy it. It's compulsory, and it's ridiculously expensive. Now, this even applies to the third-party insurance, which used to be a lot cheaper than it is. Third-party insurance now is almost as expensive as fully comp. It's just ridiculous. But I know in other countries, well, I believe in other countries like Australia, for example, you Aussies will be able to tell me otherwise, that when you buy your plates from like the licensing agency or whatever, and you get just a right to drive with those plates, you get that right to drive. And if you crash, then you got to pay for your shit. It's fair enough. Fair enough. I wouldn't expect any more. Now, why can't we do that? Why can't we have a system? Why can't the DVLA, which is the Driver Vehicle Licensing Agency? I don't know. Why can't they just implement some kind of basic right to drive insurance, and then you wouldn't have all these people just dodging insurance because it would be so cheap, you know, and you wouldn't have people trying to cheat insurance because they wouldn't need to. They'd just be like, oh right, okay, well, it's only £100 as opposed to £1,000, and everyone would be better off. And teach these fucking insurance companies so they can't just all get together and sit around and fucking concoct how they're going to rape the public. Fucking vampires, that's what they are. And another thing that makes me laugh, they're like, have you got any points on your license? And I was like, yeah, but they're actually off my license. I got them over 3 years ago. So, you know, the law of this country's decided that I've paid my price, I've paid my penalty. Where's this fucking prick going? I've paid my penalty, and you know, I'm free to have those points removed from my license. So, you know, they're no longer an issue. I'm just going to have a little see where this bloke wants what he's doing, because he's just being a fucking prick. Yeah, so the law of this country is deemed I have paid my price. I've you know, paid my dues, man. But yet the insurance company is like, no. We keep your points on file for 5 years. I was like, why? Well, you know, we just do, you know. I was like, what, so you can penalise people more and get more fucking money? Like, no, every insurance company does it, I'm afraid, sir. Every insurance company does it. I was like, but yeah, of course they fucking do, because you lot all sit round together and wanking each other off and concoct this fucking bullshit. It's not right. It's not fucking right. You know, I haven't made a claim on my insurance. In fact, the last time I made a claim on my insurance was when my bike got nicked. Okay, it got stolen from outside my work, broad daylight, central London, busy street, 12 o'clock in the afternoon, some fucking pikeys nicked it. And they're like, oh yeah, well, you know, you had that was your fault, wasn't it? I was like, no, it wasn't my fault. Like, well, there's no one else to blame, so it will go on our system as your fault, so it's your fault. I was like, no, it's not my fault. I understand you got no one else to fucking blame, but it's not my fault it got stolen, is it? If anything, it's society's fault it got stolen. So can you not just blame the government for harbouring these fucking pikey vagabond fanny flaps and not blame me, the honest, hard-working Joe, who's paid them their 1,200 quid a year to insure my bike. I'm 35 years old, married, father, homeowner, you know, responsible, employed person, and I've got to pay 1,200 quid a year. That's a sixth of the value of this fucking bike. Mind you, I do ride like a complete twat, but they don't know that. Well, they might do now. Maybe that's why it's so high. It's just not on, is it? Look, the Portaloo. I wonder if someone could do a stunt and do a moving poo. But it's something's got to be done. So my plea from all this is that the DVLA or some government institution will go, hang on a minute, we need to step in here, because this isn't just car insurance or motorbike insurance. This is just insurance generally. We've all had it, right? When we've been on holiday, you've had travel insurance on your camera or whatever, some little fucking cunt's nicked it, and they're like, oh well, we're only actually insured if it's a mugging, so I'm sorry, we can't replace that because you weren't mugged. That happened to my wife. So the insurance company wouldn't replace the camera because she wasn't physically attacked. You know, how much fucking wriggle room do these little fucking leeches want? So the DVLA or the government, please set up an institution, put money back in our pockets, not these casinos. That's what they are. They're just fucking gambling casinos. And what they do is they take all that money and then they invest it in property, in foreign investments, and it's a bank. It's a generating cash system. It's nothing to do with looking after its customers. It's nothing to do with that at all. I believe they're actually born out of financial institutions. If you've got a shit ton of money, you can just set up basically as an insurance company and be like, yeah, I'm an insurance company, but you're still just a fucking lousy bunch of cunts at the heart of it. So please, someone help the people of this country, and let's reform this insurance industry, because it's not on. It's not fair. It's not fair. This isn't fair either, bloody double white lines. Although someone did say if they're doing under 10 miles an hour, you can overtake safely. So, I'll take their advice. A nameless person on YouTube, a nameless thumbnail. Because if the DVLA did that, no one would choose to go to the expense. No one gives a shit. I've got news for you, insurance company. No one cares about all this extra loaded toppings of delight on top of the insurance pizza. No one gives a shit about extra legal protection, which is, you know, in small print only if you've got 6 legs and a wonky bell end. No one gives a shit about that stuff. They just want to be able to legally ride their shit and drive their shit. That's all they want. And if the DVLA did do that and came up with a basic form of insurance, the insurance companies would be forced to look at it and make it cheaper for everyone again, rather than just ganging up and making so much bloody money And they say, oh, it's all because, people, premiums are going up every year because people keep, crashing and shit. I'm sorry, I just don't believe that. My insurance has gone up. It's never gone down, ever. It's gone up every year on year. And you can tell they're making a fuck ton of money, because when your insurance renewal comes in, let's say it's a nice, even, fat £1,000, you ring them up and go, oh, well, I think it's a bit much, and they go, oh, okay, and instantly drop it to 800 quid. Instantly. And why do they do that? Because they're betting on you being a lazy prick and not bothering to ring them up and just think, oh, they'll automatically renew at £1,000. So that 20% extra margin they're putting on top, that's just money in their pockets. That's just free shit. And think about how many lazy people there are, me included, that sometimes don't bother doing it. We need to put a stop to this.